Bibia can say Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, the incoming flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party, Wono Edikan Atnase Ewaha, and then of course the next president of the Republic of Ghana in 2029, Ghana nyinabebo se isan se yebesan so enya independence kese pa. Openi no Atnase ya yene no ebedi enkuta ho. Wo a wo hwe yen etie yen so no oka ho ane ye ba bedi enkomo yi. Ye fra me Mr. Enko. Abusua kame ho na afa ye ni enkomo yi e wo sinipe dwumadie so. De di kan ye bedi kan akọ niema hodoom ekwan ya wo fa so isan se ye se ansa na obehunu se niema bi aye bibi no na bibi e hyase emre bi na ohwe Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong Ghana ha obia enim no efie bia enim no uboni din wo ba bia obia enim no or very very popular the whole Ghana metima ka say the most popular politician in the whole Ghana Honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong ono ane ye ne na sinkonwa ye ba bedi nkomo ewa ha Honorable akwaba.
Thank you.
Na bibia boko de
Oh nyamyado
Honorable ha de oba ehun memi die ni enti oso de na wo hoyi
are ye puto
we no ane ye di chia ewa ha enti wo fa na me nsoma fa na ye de apem animu ye nchi a eno no enti
ase chirese
oh ase chirese ye hia ye hia nso de na chese ye sunsum na hia ye sunsum hia ade baako ene ye be ye no nso gina wo ma number 1
maintain empanyin semba
Honorable the kan ma yenhwe so far uguso a wo ba pro woni party ma kasa okọ oba ohwe se dia ekeka ekoyi a dia na obetimi aka minim se wonam nyina so do ani ehwe Ghana o scan through eniema a wobetimi abeya abo omen ene ade so far eniema te say
oh campaign dey so far so good but Sir John may he so rest in peace or see fear delegates send ya kwa e badge so ye no abanu duru wa omumpe wo dia forget it enunti o ma uchimu nya ode because why adwumaden kusi se wasem no ana o vision a wo ka kire me beto o mutrim but ye kodia in fact me wo asiwe I got from a throne or catch him so enra mpemfo bi ba wo mo na omo crowd mo free on omo crowd o nya na anti-Semitic omo message no am told just before
our northern region
yeah
okay
you were specific Chiana Paga see me for sorry
okay
no catch him so message ni enuama no am person yende say the omo agiato
tina chese enduaba na wodua na Nyankopon ato nsupa eguso ye adwuma ba
papa
all right dedi kan ma yenko back to days ewo asen dompem abofra kuma ya wo maame ene o papa awo aba asase so wo se o papa edi kofi nti wa hia kofi den se wa hia o papa na wo hye wa brabo ase akola ketwa wadwene ba so da se ubenyini abeduru sampempen so we
oh me na mani na baby a but me nyini ni mbom na me papa ka kire me say you wore me around President Kennedy and order me to President Kennedy na papa no na nije no just about it was it I'm saying no send me books be me and now subscribe but me ankasa de na I'm in pep politics now ankasa until say we free America buy me be who say me fee me call me krom me pay me krom ba me call me krom na amanfo abetwam wo hia na obia e pre bibi no na bisa mo say me den na metimi aboa obia ti politics no crowd e hodie my dwene amaso but me call back to America me boss ana me ne ye dwuma ono na 1991 no started dankwa buzia ewo New York, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Now okobia no nemeko. That is how we be politician.
There was a time Oka Simbi said we share former flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party in the person of Professor Albert Dubois. Na mushia na mudi nkomo nipa amaboaboa mo ho akohia no no ochia we ya say oh mebeye mampani a mema opposition we mehia we a mema we and now here wanim no ka kire say you will be a very successful businessman sabre no betima ka say eye nkomhye no hye
mama nchiro enye sa ohie nipa
okay
1992 we were so sure with the euphoria and what town say party politics also without dictatorship and all those things. See, Professor Dubois was so sure. So be winning. Enti economy me Dr. Preku and a lawyer Asidu. The boss no.
Okay.
Nansen from 2 years ago. And you call fee airport. And ho nano wa hihye omwa so when ya we be say na no na or tap me say you're going to be an okay any phone me Dr. Asidu and now Professor Dubois.
And indeed you have also become
initially
and then businessman.
Initially I was offended.
Okay.
Say we gave him deputy minister being here. Nia hunu mu na me hunu say you're going to be a good businessman. And in fact, to tell you the truth, I know the mom decided Namfiso Abia Anko University cause a businessman. But I call university in the Grand Muzo. I mean, Yanko and Bajuma in Yamsika.
Now, why ye Juma Emma Nyamia Wadom ugusu a unyini ukọ nim sikasem obiebie nyuma kakra any ade e na ka say sese baby adri let me go into mainstream politics awunya gidie kra o MPP party mo e na motivate you.
Well, I've been a member of parliament for 24 years. Timinim problem Timisha onim ene obi wo TV so did adano adinti na wanka ade a obetime de eburu aye ana we aye bisa onu wanka se oye minister no utu omufu anu omufu ana. You see, if wa unkresti anu a they say no obi si emfasti anu ma no wa unkresti anu a o ka bibia ye mfa befri what you say and I mean my cabinet crowd to make a point. I only who are ministers and talk to them what we can do. Nobody pays me any mind. So at a point I decided to say, look, say Ghana be yedia and iswadi hu no me wono. This a mia kasa me lead country. Na sabi enipa ye waha na wo parliament the bia metin say ya approve loan. The only time sika e wo Ghana ha taxes e workers kakra no e adwuma ena port baby enye skefie koko no wo mbeto mbewie kra ye de kakra already because ko heji odi ase yeah wo hwe exporter negligible compared to the imports into the country. So I just decided, I said, no, I'm going to contest, win the election, and change this country by especially two things that I'll do: tourism and agro-processing. Now, agro-processing, before you do that, you need a large-scale mechanized farms. What you are saying?
Exactly.
Ghana, I'll give you one example. I bought a land at Adidomi, with the ethanol plant, and about Konso Adakulu, 30,000 acres, 30,000 acres. Adakulu, 30,000. Adidomi, 30,000. I'll come to Sege. Now, your name partners, those who are willing to partner, we share my vision. Asaba mukani say, Ghana ebro ne boarding. Inti yenkoto bro, free Brazil. Import mrawu. Na still, it will be cheaper than Ghana ebro.
Say ebro na mo beto wo Ghana ha.
Yes.
Ede aye mo ede feedi mo plant no. Moto wo Ghana ha ne boy dey.
Yeah.
Dan say mo bekra.
Yes.
Ede abaha no.
Yes.
Wow.
And the reason is simple.
And say
me call north. I see that a minimum attempt to have big farms and everything. But we have yield in one banwa. It may slow down. A share a bruno yield. They will not maximize any.
Send a bruno e bono.
Right. That is why I used the word mechanized.
Okay.
Let me give you one example. Ansania to us. Sege. And also, many investors could share. We agree, sir, you better tomatoes. Because Uko Dubai port free zones were. In Myanmar, Aquano exportuba, say o importo, eba Dubai from African countries, Senegal, Gambia, Cote d'Ivoire, and Guinea. Tomatoes. Or say, or call first to Senegal. Now, a 1 hectare of tomato farms. Now, only 15 tons. Or no, with new technology. On I'm going to be tomatoes. New technology. 1 hectare be at only 70 tons per hectare. Yeah. So now, cost of production, obia 1 hectare, only 15 tons. Now, obia 1 hectare, only 70 tons. Why? Ena obetini a ton ni nyomano cheaper. Obese enye sikastel.
Now only 70 tons.
Exactly. Ti Ghana ebro efuonu susa. Technology no agrarian style of farming. Enti my brom kura mo bokese enye sika wo. Odia say enti Ghana bro $250 per ton. Ghana for no soon say ne bofu. But so upesa we ethanol. Now we compete with Brazil. Brazil is leading maize production
in the whole world.
Yeah.
Wow.
So omo ethanol, a ton of ethanol is $700. But so you should Ghana a brono acetesa, a ton will be 920.
On our word India.
The cost of production, a bro boarding. What do you say? Enti, me catch you say no. Sir, me per president Eddie. Me reason back on youth unemployment.
Yes.
Me be create a nyuma ama me mranti ene mabao. Now say me nkokra a bro. No. Whatever it takes for me to produce or grow corn and get a yield that $150 per ton, I'm going to do it. Now listen. Or say if you are able to save $100 per ton on the maize, you know. Or the to me, na cost you know $150 per ton. In 2 years, $100 million investment in Metica.
Wow.
Ethanol, yes. Now I like such challenges. Say ofu say Ghana intimi ye. Me catch you, me there wom. I catch you, say Brazil. A kwan bi omu faso yen. Me I'll do same and beat them cost down.
Honorable, a kwanya Brazil for faso. I am omo
of course.
Obeye wo Ghana.
Of course. Yes.
Obeye mampania.
Yes. No, this one I have started already.
Mr.
My design no bibia wie.
Wow.
Baby a delay any rounds ya me ko. Anya sa anka ya start.
It's not just say before say
you see
mommy
opportunity enka it looks as if say it come across say me a president and a bibia me ne me ye. Mommy explain me metia CCCA. Nyama na me no kanyina enna say me da wa na me sorry am me dua na me fa plans a look. Ethanol. Now let me go into coconut plantation. Ewo Ochreku. O mama me 15,000 acres.
Gomo Ochreku.
15,000 acres. Baby ya ye pharmaceutical and we're only 100 acres. 15,000 acres. Medicine is me de be kube.
Coconut plantation.
Yes, 15,000 acres straight. Nefi mi ankasa and one sugar, flour, everything. We'll get different factories in there. That's how we have to challenge ourselves. Na me da osa no pa hima na me planning na ideas neba inti ni amene wo ka no ebi yo a ma start dada what do I say ethanol no adakulu asase no me ko na hu se ekwan no se omo bank no etimi boye pa na che se the soil is good for ti ye de adakulu ho no ebe ye cassava near the adidomi aye maize na tie the intrigue you say cassava no yield no starch near a dose to chain maize.
Okay.
But it takes about 8 months to get a good day from cassava. So 8 months no we are brosua 2 seasons no what so I don't think I mean say a bear banking we grow, but you get more yield from cassava than especially when we are doing starch. But you're afraid to be wet processing and you want dry processing. Wet processing, byproducts now being a bromo, a dorsal chain dry. Dry no one. Oh yeah, ethanol no. Ya benyano, obenya poultry feeds a free. And na omo CO2. CO2 no gas. And na Coca-Cola for beer utu so je pow. Yeah. Yeah, but the quantity of CO2 I been I say Ghana or my check it. They do detail work. Who be drew on no mu crowd profile who you are. Country no ade am person o ma check bibia e dey compare we as I say we'll get about 50,000 tons CO2 a year. But Ghana and consume that quantity. Enti say wo ton CO2 no so $200. But when you're 230, I'm saying we still have to take a shot and sell it at $200 more export. The only a year being 30. I'm saying it's still better than none. So I didn't be good.
Then I'll be kakraba because Ghana mebunu and mranti maba we benya juma yeti. You think so still you have to do that. Now honorable ansana ye beto akoso na fe yakọ other products no so na ye di ho enkomo no. Ade ba ko bi hwehwe nkofo aso se You are talking about say your mom modern say betimi aye nneema wa ha ye be nneema wa ne nso ya export amanfo nsem ombusa no say what about omo a import no plans ben na wo between the two kwan ben na be fa so be manage ni me no
you see obi import wa there na me ka say me ban ya ofi say masai na adwuma no I'm making it easier for you one na me ka say
okay
me young na Ami Sangari shop a factory bi o Cape Coast fact just opposite Kevas Ami Sangari soap ye frin kran ekoto Ami Sangari soap from Cape Coast and ya beton e wo Kanshi fire service side wholesale. So let's say we are producing rice and then me nyonko Indian ibigasa no so be chem 300 bucks or 100,000 bucks of rice imported. Meanwhile, you call baby I'm boarding says a China Paga. You call filling stations and rice. Oma paki looking for buyers. One side there is a Ohene bi a barming chain or yendi hotel room on me debate 2 hours. No catch him say he shares my vision. Now on make say last year rice odo ye no eguha onya buyers. Yes. And this year the enso abekam. Meanwhile, as a menyonko over rice 100,000 bucks or ton. Now, assuming I stop the Indian from importing.
Yeah.
He now goes to China Paga, Tamale, Fimbusi area, and buy the rice, bring it to Accra to come and sell. Me say wajuma. So the obi are all panicking, say we are importer. I'm making it easier for you because where wahala will go through. Ewo habo no mu twefam ne ya chi wo mu ade bia machiche custom vuagum and say one o hwe nipa no e ma ne tua duty na wo se makobo barrier ewo Kumasi junction ho baabi oduru anu asa akire no aginisika who allowed a Newman to travel that far
from the same port?
Good. If he shows his document, if he shows his document, say what your duty, who officer when a sign, yeah, who under cutting a for government to lose money. I will set the trader free and punish you, the custom officer, because they let them go through frustrations. What you are saying? Me a businessman to minimum. Let me a Kasendi actual, but I this time, Monsieur Onye. But Enuna essay Ghana. He said, custom officer be, a Juabi am Kotoy. Ultimate catcher, Aquati Jessica was unfurnished man because time or share in your man so amana yina. Untianeka. No, yeah, under invoice, a man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Custom officer.
Yes.
In Ghana.
Yes.
Hey. Eti sir.
Eti emmanuel and our traders no. I'm rather saving them this wahala. Instead of, you see how they lose money. They should rather praise me. Instead of say omuo fear. One. Now no Mrs. $1. Yeah, ko tamale. Mrs. $1. 11.95 and then my sister $12.3
akosro.
Yes, a kosro me mageni onuna okoto nyama we lose you but the local production price is constant.
Just say the
no fluctuation.
What me plan usika.
Exactly.
So me say na me dey for edbeba pepepe.
Me koto mo from Busi. A truckload of rice, about costume say, transport to be say. If you okra offer call now fre, or your bank transaction, pay they send the truck to your warehouse. Do you prefer that, or uba krenioma na beba port na chese omuko up and down? Na I am sure kotena custom officer office when I cost strike deal. When we are producing rice from Fimbisi, Chiana Paga, Tamale, maybe I will cut rice. You only make the order and they bring it to you. Okay, say, because I'm a barney a year, now, the young 50 kilos of rice imported is 720. Today, 50 kilos of Ghana rice is 650.
That is a Ghana, they know form.
Exactly. A difference of 70 cities. Now, in economics, what we say is two things. If you want to satisfy your citizens, you should make sure supply and demand meet at a point where we call equilibrium point. What do you say? That is for domestic. When you want to do export of a tawia, your supply should exceed demand. Meaning you can satisfy the demand locally and have excess, and the excess will be exported.
Okay. Now, chese adia na wo ye no, ye betimi aye e ma na dose more. Na fe omo ehie bi e wo ye man mu no. Ye timi asset wo mo ye wi ansa na de aka no. Na fe ye de kwa amano ne support.
Look, let me tell you. Ewi ase. Ekum baba baby ana ku baba na hardships. The first determinant of hardships e aduane. So uhwe da bia meti CNN ho na mehwe America. Kosua boye dia president no trouble.
Kosua.
Yes. Kosua. Omudi kosua che aduane bia. Enti America for co shop. One funny idea no mo say COVID time. Say aduane gu shop mu. Ne ka se mo bia empie ne ayina. Omukwa no mato aduane ni nyina. No moja bi light yem fan say ensu ato wa ha na dum light ni nyina na. He doesn't care about the light. He cares about the food first.
Because bone ni nipa ne nkwa.
Right. Enuntina America, Europe, be bia aduane afu. Because the aduane di agura obeye so unpopular. Next time ombetu. So what is different from America, Europe, China and Ghana? We are the same. Yes. The only problem we have, why Ghanaians need a businessman to address them, they say, without due respect to presidents, most of them are in business. To omonium the hardships Ghanaian businesses and traders go through. Good. One, cost of borrowing. Very, very expensive. Two, electricity cost. Send your mom you know, and Ghana for intimate competing globally with our products. Honestly speaking, in your my CCA baby, Bitia Buona, ne board didn't say they can never export it. And now, target so it will be limited to people who can afford, not everybody. But who your business are? You should have a wide range of customers. And about Adriani dia, it should be affordable to the ordinary man on the street. There's a young man here, good. Take this product. Whey is imported. Corn grits, hot cereal. Okay?
Yeah.
This, look at it. Made in Ghana. But this is more expensive than the imported one. Now, Parents are Obabato wait 30 cities. Obakoto a year koye kuku.
Simple.
He has to cut costs, manage his scarce resources. What you say? So what I told them is the package is nice, but he needs to go large scale so that he can reduce the cost of production and also reduce the prices. And yes, sir, the package is nice, but nipa bibri ento because 30 cities for the when I have a substitute ni say ade a why ni nice metimi akọ nika so mayam ebro beba be cancer koko.
Yeah. Ofa chire ya hausa koko ne bo ndo ahe.
Enti wo de millet beye, wo de ebro beye, nti e basa no a ye nto ne ye.
Nti nipa bi sei no kwan be na do o fa so.
E na me ka bibi say Asia model or Asia miracle.
And they say
when you see people with potential like this and they have problems, when me engage woman no, na me fenti no, engage woman na me hu say e sikasam machines o de ye. You see, you need a machine a betimi aye way about 2,000 or 2,005 an hour before you can match this company. But they don't have that kind of machine.
Capacity nini ho.
Right. Because of Sikebi. So when we identify young men like this, and you know their problems, then you put in the capital for them. What you are saying? They buy equipment. Government will become a shareholder of the business until he pays off the loan. That is the Asia model.
Chese obema no sika ebema na timi aye production bi ese so oye. No watua no nkakra.
Mami chro.
Eno no say.
Ene obi chro mi ona nse me yiri na na ka say professor bi argument ni. Mami chro. Se wo ye wadwene say wo de sika bia no opehu bia didi opehu mfaso a you can never develop this economy. Because one, a brono air phone. Our Brazil, they subsidize their farmers. They know the importance of food, so government puts in money. Okay. Enti say ye pese ye reduce import of food. According to Ayarga, we import between 4 billion to 4.5 billion. Now, me catch across a book, but be a year. I know, sir. Fish, you import $450 million. Sugar, $700 million. Rice, $450 million, $500 million. Flour, $350 million. What are the 4 items in one? Almost 1.6 billion.
Sanyama we say import here. Yabede bi ewo yaman.
Simple. Go to Upper East, Efrekeke, Asasi Daho, Fimbisi area. They try, but if they go mechanized with new technologies in agriculture, they will get a lot of yield. A bit me maximize it, profit in here. What you are saying? One, what we have to do is the government has to come in to make sure, say, rice locally being so 50 kilos, should be 450. Make ready market for the farmers. First, now to make a command and then the area. What to do? I simply don't get it, say. Local farmers were now 1 year ni womo rice yento. Papa bi abeche me bro $1,000. Womo nyato fonti o de bro na abeche Kumasi.
Oh.
Yeah, Ohene bi o de abeche. Se me pa me nton o pese o de boa me campaign. I am so sad. Meanwhile, Mose buffer stock. Na buffer stock. Ekra sardine. Ekra emu. Ekra milk. Ekra whey. Yawo kube milk. Ya yere kube ebu. Yabesa trim. We are going to go minimum about 500,000 acres. All the assemblies, you are going to plant coconut or yam or maize or cassava. Just say, bibia edisi kabe breibia. Yes. Na ushewi. Na yebetimi di kube aye milk near cotton milk. Ya importo near the abre students. Na ya importo emu at the abre students. Ya the co schools. Na Ghana farmers, you know. Omodiano egu. What kind of country is this? And say a year a bino said yes, we cannot do away with subsidy. And yes, sir, compare the $4.5 billion na Ghana for us sikadia cotton. If you have that amount of money here, do you know how your economy will change? It will stabilize. It will stabilize your currency and give value to you know.
Obebu sase mostly ya na yetati se aban eboa eyi akuafo oboa de tonfo oboa wemu na sika no se besan aba back biem no ana ebetimi akoye de esese ekwakoye no eno na ya asem no kwan be na obetimi afa so amana ye de esoye
ewiase young man adia din wo wiase pa ni se ubenya sika e de aye adwuma enti se obi ma sika se fa kwa ye adwuma na wo kodidi a Asia miracle what it did was that so when you ma sika e ba it is a mranti machine and o mope wan kasa kire baabi a machines a ubenya de aye adwuma. The government will import the machines without giving you the money straight to the company. But it's in your name. You are dealing with a company. Okay, say be 3 months. You just can 3 months machines. Remember, 3 months, 1 week. Government officials will be there to inspect. Say the machines have arrived and we are fixing. Oh, in your mind, first excuse. So how many months now we expect to say 2 months. 2 months, 1 week, they will be there to check. No third excuse. Ombane Maya, they take them a uniform from you and give it to another person.
Yeah, why are you ready?
Yes. Enti me a man me no muka. Say me de me ma obesia free. Fakoye adwuma. Na mum tua. Na wo didi a mecho watu.
Ono abo ano nya hye.
You see, utwi ya wo kan wa hai. Enu nti ne ho ntoi wo Ghana no. Wo betimi akọ abrochire ne ama osika se fa ye adwuma na wo abaka James anu wo hye se na ntua ne ya kire. Why na ka kire wo? Why na ka kire wo za? You have to pay. Na utwa good. Utwa ene ma more. Now the American is still going on. Chinese policy, and he said they are now giving Chinese people money, free interest to come to Africa and develop and establish businesses. Yes. Yes. Many million Chinese near Yamano $20 million on family Ghana. Exactly. So we have to be bold as a nation. But another catch of your question is politics. You see, all this Ohene mano. And I'm saying Ohene Agyapong, me a politician. That is Kanama who Abansika, no way. Me memo who say Abansika, ye need. The ball business as so was sing amwa yejuma. But let me also tell you the gospel truth. You hear me talking about foreigners taking over our country economy. I don't hate anybody. I have a lot of them as friends. But I'll give them credit fa Lebanese ni gyina ha, India ni gyina ha, fa Ghana for me ni gyina ha. Ma obi a $50,000 or $500,000 so mfanko ye djuma. Lebanese ni din de be ye djuma abetua interest. India ni din de be ye djuma. Ghana ni je $500,000 okotoka first. Otobia manayere. Papa bi hotel omo mani $3 million World Bank loan. Menchiro wa ya. Hotel no egu because oje $3 million oto Mercedes Benz miensa. Ne de baako, ne yere de baako, ne ba de baako.
Aban sekentia.
Dabi World Bank loan omo de ma. Ene anwene ne se esi ho. Menchiro first na nka mechiro. They say menchiro. So, say suban na e wo Ghana for mu. Eno nsunti na ama foreigners have taken over our country. The good thing about foreigners is that oma bie ya ni se Ghana ohia ni ha sika wa ha because onu tumi ekobo bisia free ni kurom e de be ya adwuma wa ha enya sika. Eno chiro se Ghana ha sika wa ha.
What the can asem bi se Ghana ha no yenye poor na mom as ye leadership no na ye poor. Eno no sa asem no chirim say.
Yeah. Leadership ye poor ni say. You need obia ote business asia onim problems a ewo Ghana businesses mo a enunti emma businesses enkoso. Man one typical example. Omsi Development Bank. Me, I'm against that development bank.
Yeah, the board development.
Good. That is the more reason here me against it. Okoji sika $800 million. Ma be establish a bank. Some more be businesses. Do you know what they did? Lazy approach. They thought by giving the money to commercial banks as a loan, no more disbursement businesses. A defeatist approach complete. Now, as a government bank, development bank, and your main aim or purpose of establishing that bank is to help entrepreneurs and the businesses. Now, more establish a bank ni wiya. Mo disikano akoma commercial bank, Fidelity, commercial bank, one, all the commercial banks at 18%. Yeah, how are you going to help it? Now, the commercial banks will have to disburse this money at a cost to the consumer. Okay? To ensure, say, 18% no the amount. He has to increase it up to about 25. Now, 25% interest on a loan. How can a business survive or compete? They say, me plastic, we young fans say we. India for me yebi. Assuming I don't have my capital. Now India need ko bobisia 5%. Now me ma ko bobisia 25%. You will knock me out of business. Yeah, because the cost of production of the Indian with the loan of 5% is far cheaper than maybe the 25%.
Now, honorable, Argentina Development Bank, no, Argentina was Sunday coffee be so. Amako,
anything I've just said, defeatist approach, lazy approach. When I'm so school, you know, let me give you one funny. Because birthday party be what pram. Now here come business near here. There's one fine guy. He argues very well, articulate his views, nice. Here Kasa no so ko Harvard, and we see a board member of a development bank. Now we want to. I'm sitting here. And while I'm sitting here, na meneno. The church and I'm saying one Kasa we crashing me. Oko Harvard. Is that how they operate in America? Tell me. But any argument now wouldn't finally what he said was that In fact, there's a woman on their board who argues the same way like I did to him. Says they say Wakowa or one person. Na nipa na woman government na establish a bank. One is to make money from businesses, not to promote businesses. Yeah.
Sikano mbenya no modwen ho.
Yes.
Na momanya so
onim say o promote businesses no. Taxes kwano ebe ma wo anya o investment no back. So,
yeah.
And electricity cost. Me lose 2 businesses because of electricity.
Hey.
Yeah. Ghana, omu charge micro steel plant, omu kra 16 cents per kilowatt hour. Hey. And the crowd me go to 15 cents. My brother. Cote d'Ivoire is 80 cents per kilowatt hour. I'm about checking you know. Electricity they've gone to Cote d'Ivoire. I've lost the business. So, as a businessman, I know the challenges Ghanaians are going through. And I know, sir, if I'm able to solve that problem, and are those problems now, and the Ghana economy, I pick it. That is why I've decided to contest and domesticate everything we eat. At least everything we eat, we domesticate it. Then, the second phase of my, technology, engineering and technology. We build our own drones and everything. So we call Madagascar no more drones are spray farms so any. What are we doing?
Say opese build your drones no instead of say of
course.
Yam build wa ha.
Of course.
Ni enso yan ton bi.
Of course.
Ye betimi aye.
Why not? Look, Dr. Mensah, Atlanta, space, or a disco guy, or 7 patents. In your more, Oba Ghana, I'm frustrated in sa. And we, or head of NASA, space, Dr. Mensah, Oba Google, fiber optic, 7 patents. Anyway, as a Ghanaian. If you like, go to America and see young men. And right now, my name is bad girl, Madam Second Born, or no finance. But I'll see apartment, building or team, the next door, Ghana ni, or you more Microsoft, or you more Ofie.
Wow.
Or Bow. And what they are doing over there. Oko Seattle, Washington. Oko Missouri, St. Louis. Oba, New York. It's just that Ghanaians are now everywhere in IT. Why not I just see But we need to appreciate them. The problem we have in this country is that and painful makes it uncomfortable for the youth to grow. They all made a move in Ghana here. And unfrustrated they left. And they are doing marvelously well. Obi Owana Onye Juma and Okoye IT and go and see their homes. We have to bring these young men back. Let me catch St. Louis Vono at Webster University said, after everything, we're going to go into IT. It is from March, I'll put in $5 million. Let's start something here.
From March?
Yeah. And yes, I'm your president and go. Me. Assembly am a cancerono. Now, and yet, way now, taking me time. And can you mamma bossing baby must start it at that? No, look, they were partner, Indian year, or person building ships. Ghana. We cited Takrady. On crowd was 50 acres. Obisa, Mobakra, 1,000 acres, crowd, Menyama. Opa Google, company, friend, Aries. ARIES. or design and build ships. He is the president of Billionaires Association in Dubai. Opa Bisa Charles Bisu. I took him to the meeting. Now, Oputu pressure. In fact, or another technology. Yebechere students are there, dropouts. Any the studio ha. They've come here to inspect it. I don't know if you were here.
I was here.
Yeah. We're filthy rich.
Wow.
What I said? He's begging me to sign the MOU. Me so, mommy, wait here. February, meba, since. Me pushing everything to February. And yet, we have a demi pushing more. Come on, started that.
I was many honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong and Yedi Nkomo, the incoming flag bearer for the new patriotic party. Delegate Nkomo Yedi Nyana minim se mutiebi. Nia oka eyenipa ane yedi omo beye adwuma no. Enti wo a wo hwe ye no, ose bomodin na choose no. Oye number 1 dada nti tim no so. Na ombedi animu na afei omwa ama enema empeja no mmebie nnwuma ama ye nyina ye nye binye. Abusuama menkanfo CO233 Emporium Company Limited emaw usika sem na enko yie no ye beboaw ema na siye afi se bia na wo efie bia opese oton ana so se efie bi owani so opese oto a ni nyina no ye betimi agirem na afi ya boaw ama se adwuma no akoyie pe ye kira kwan ni nkomo ye wo Jowulu ye Ben Pig Farm runabout no fra ni nkomo e wo 0244 533 082 0244 533 082 na yeni nkomo tabia takum eye memedro bomodin se obema wonsa etimi akan bie ba bia eton adro bia dura o se mepe tabia takum tiano na tafre obebo adwuma amwa wonsa ampa wo ye be mamua won na so asene ma yede enkomo ebre osinipen ane etiso ye from Mr. Inkum mene honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong ane yedi nkomo ewa ha o wahabi na wo hwe ya obewu se ya hyehye niam bebre ewa ha na eniam na ya hyehye wa ha no ye nton na mmom ye be kyerɛkyerɛw eniam no amo ahunu se ampa ye nso so ye oman a se ye boye ho so a ye betimi aye bibi ameaman no afa ne tampa afura ene da TV no so no me sure se wankasa wahu honorable de kan mame musa okọ rounds who engage with MPP party delegate so monto abamaw enema bebrebe we a wo de ekon ne ade no ene sen kire mu
me pese me kire delegate say Ghana ehia na emom okandifo a oti business ase any business a wo nimdie e wo businesses mo enyuma ho ene betimi abu oman no ama Ghana asesa na Ghana itself no die wo ha a blessing ko nyankopon ama ye epo asa ama ya asase one time a ye betimi edidi e wo nim nyina mu okọ Mali Burkina Niger no mu ne ya omo ye landlocked country epo no kura no omo ni bi omo de omo ne oma bisia na anu Burkina boy abranti wakra thermal plants a obeyi water Takoradi from Takoradi to Wase Krupon and Yeshia yebisa o from Takoradi to Wase Krupon kwemo no more than 6 weeks but the young man bibisa o senti ombere o say omo eko efa Wase Krupon to baby ani to a half go so omo kofa Techiman to Chiana Paga and Burkina. Now, so from Takoradi to Wase Krupon is 6 weeks there. That's somebody by 7 months.
Wow.
But the young man is determined, say, no more say Obato power every Ghana. He is building his own. We met it. Say, group Unibi, they will tell you. Now, speed the aircon. Me akokura metimi akọ twaka no akọ be 300 meters asaba na enko nanim baabia but still the guy is determined. So if we are say, you have to be determined. Say, adie we meye na meye nso am na yi na ebi ni mo aya nso ebetimi aye. I'm an example.
Okay.
Yeah. Soya beans. Wait. We call 5 northern regions now. Be bia omu dua soya beans. What him say? Papaya omu fremi chiana pagani na burungu. Omu dua meko pa. I'm going to say ye di meko eye toothpaste.
Meko.
Yes. Ye di kube ye toothpaste. Ye di meko ye toothpaste.
Hey.
Yeah. Chili. Enyoma meko nyoma meko tumi ye no a omu nya tofu. They were India for they are looking for meko. Wait, soya beans. Everywhere in 5 northern regions, omu ye soya beans. But factory baku kure ni hwa. Ya di soya beans eye milk. Ya di soya beans eye milk. This is soya beans with chocolate. Omu di eye milk. Soya milk mixed with chocolate. Yakra way free Holland and Haba. Why? Because Dana
soya bean ni bi wa ha.
Exactly. Because Dana ni nyina ni say adentina ye wo soya beans bi wa. Na ye ntimi fa sa factories e bi ma. Na ye ne kokra way e de ba. So when I say I'm going to ban importation of all this, you have to understand. First, for me to ban this, I have to make sure say I have all the factories in motion. Yeah, a producer. We should produce to 2 points. One, at equilibrium point where supply and demand meet at a, that's what we call equilibrium in economics. Then 2, when supply exceeds demand, we can export. We can export this. That's where we make money. So to ban this, we'll make sure say you produce ama supply and demand and you pay. Exactly. Now, only pebia officer wakra we are masene jumano. I'm rather making it easy for him or her. Because now, baby I had a factory ni besi. Or ko kotoa. It will not take 3 months to send your wakra na esi eposo eba. It will rather facilitate your business. Easier. So I'm not going to knock anybody out of business. I'm rather going to help them maximize profit. What you say?
Yeah.
So soya beans, to make it affordable, the government have to subsidize.
Me name Abrante bi ano ye banker. Oka kire me say onya sika kakra capital e no de eye say first no import rice e de bagana. E no nya capital kakra no so ono ebeko into production. Sisi obetimi aka de ne say sinebo say oye production no o sika e chen say time ano ye importation no. So what you are saying is right.
Yeah. Yeah. Such people, we have to identify them because our experience, giving big money. My interest in giving the monies to farmers, any businesses, and any say, one, my main concern is employment.
Say Ghana for Mbabenya Juma.
Yes.
Bosume so I bet you womoka.
Yeah, now utri omoka kran, uti tax. It goes to government. You save $1 no so a Moses edia koto ama a CD no aye valueless. Our CD will become stable and strong. What you say?
Yeah.
And 3, our aim will be to export to other countries who are not thinking like us in Africa here. We will penetrate the market. Another thing I want you to know. Say, the mere fact that a free Ghana, abrofo no monto.
Sir.
Yeah. So you know the strategy. You should have the market first. Me, soya beans. I have a Chinese company where we start 2.5 million tons of soya beans.
Wow.
Me so my factory no.
Sir, what the Bekwa command hono me na
My factory no.
Na Ghana for nya adwuma.
Yes.
Wow.
This is how I think. Make Ghana first. Baby, I'm Edri. You can't intimidate me with your wealth. Into 1 year, forget it. I want to create jobs for my youth. Look, Enra may check it. Obi a no visa means you had it. Be here omudin. Enra, me check it. Unemployment rate is 13%.
Yeah.
But out of 13%, youth are any juma. Ghana at 32%.
Wow.
Two things come or happen. One, a child will say Ghanaians get work late. Ebia, when we are university at the age of 23, or by hustler, ebia 30.
Benya adwuma na okeka kwa 40.
Okay, good. Into here, labor force. It starts from 18 to 60. Okay? The labor force. Into if from 18 to 40, most of them etifia are serious. Very serious. So my aim is to create employment for this gap. Because young men and women in this country don't have confidence because he has no job. Onipa a onye juma ko nye juma ya man just 6 months. Boom. Send the groove no ababa. Yeah, that's how life is. So to create jobs, employment, reduce unemployment in this country. That is why we have to use the Asia model to promote businesses so that they can employ the youth of this country.
Okay. Enti soya bean nko ano ebetimi aboa yen amiye nya adwuma.
Yeah, so me pen ross say what I will do ni say I will just go large scale mechanized farm and export. But that is not enough. We have to process it here. We have to process it here.
Na yenya nso yenye bidi.
Yeah.
Ni hu ne pa and
also America about market.
Yeah.
That is why I keep stressing on partners. Now, when they come in here, when you have the partner or your business need be dada, the product here internationally accepted. You bring him on board. He comes with certification. How to process it. I be qualified. What do you say?
Ebe miti
International standards. Anunti say oyade no made in Ghana kura na company no a woni na partner no ti say niam no mo be sege tomatoes ene adakuru ethanol adidomi ethanol no a international ayinti no they accept. So to penetrate the market initially we need to partner those who are in those businesses before.
Okay.
I guess you can you ban Nina. One kasa we are the crowd. It cannot meet international standards. They can block it anytime.
Okay.
So what you say?
The sustainability will not be there.
Right.
But also be to me access market.
Right. And me 13, 14 billionaires now papa am no can Indian or 78 companies. Now no cry check in 82.
Wow.
It's all over the place.
Honorable yanko other product so ye firi ho a ye beba tourists so kakra ansa na ye de yankomo no abawie ye na afi yako.
Yeah, coconut. Usi ya omo ton kube.
Ye bo bi kra wa nimu ha ya.
Ye bo bi ko. Also omo bo wi a ne hono no mato agu. But the hono sika no.
Ah kube ne hono no.
Yeah, kube ne hono fresh one ne hono. Ye de ye chako. And ye start ye ropes. Ehuma
any bidie.
yes 3 yɛde kube huno dry one coconut husk yɛde yɛ fertilizer.
Wow.
Right, this is coconut husk fertilizer. Ghana ha yesu and yenya fertilizer and we are yase and you say if we have coconut plantation all over the regions a simple thing what the machine ebe yam we muhu that's it.
Juma.
We Ghana cocoa board for us start a use. Omu nurseries ni nyina they use this.
Yakokra. Ya de dollars akokra.
Omu ye no me akra omu ma me contract me de ma obi wo takrade e na no wo ye.
Okay.
Coconut husk weigh 10 pounds yi $15 99 cents. 10 pounds yeah weigh kube na wo we a wato atwene ompe no and we no didu ya emire organic enam se organic bibia amfram nti na ne board $15.99.
Wow.
So it is. Ebiem kube ye hu mfaso. And it go $15.99.
Yes.
This is coconut juice imported from Thailand.
Hey.
Coconut juice imported from Thailand.
You beating me.
This is coconut toothpaste. Yeah, the kubeye toothpaste. This is coconut sugar. Coconut sugar. Yeah, the kubeye esichiri. Yeah, the kubeye is some. This is coconut flour. Now let me tell you, coconut flour. Ghana imports $350 million worth of wheat flour from Ukraine and Russia a year.
Until Ukraine, Russia, and talk on affecting.
Yeah, sugar. Ghana import sugar from Brazil and India. Over $700 million. Okaboma $1,050,000,000. But if we have about 500,000 acres, my strategy, first, all the assemblies, sika be a common fund, you are going to use 60% to invest in agriculture and 40% for more activities. Any assembly who does not comply with this, now better obedi say yan kwajeje tax nyem famro na anya ya. I'm sorry. We'll freeze your account and give it to
Nyawai ready.
No, ya de beko akoye farm no ankasa amwo. Now who MC and DC you go him there the word. I'll fire you right there.
They say Obama assemblies nankasa krano ako into business.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Because with him assembly to me now MC be a omunya innovative. Omu tinawa kusi say yabema common fund. How? Abra assassin daho one time. What we have to do for them is omuye se bro no mu yo se kube no mu yo. You put the factory there, a ready market to buy from the assembly. Send your debiano, ombenye sika to run a year. Yes, I want so. Okoya so onkoye a brew. To send your papay, ne brew yen to no abe $1,000.
Ohene Moya we India ya on nyato.
Then wa anye kura nenke ye. So I'm going to make
market for every assembly.
Yes.
Now for say go into production.
Yeah.
Now yes.
We are establishing the plant there that will process the coconut into flour. Another plant will go to another assembly processing coconut into sugar. Obi ebeye juice, coconut juice. What you say? We spread it out. This is how we make money.
Honorable coconut nko ani nyama beye enuma asem na ya waye ho adwuma wa.
We nyina coconut. We nyina coconut.
Wow.
Cream. This is milk powder. Eating there. And some back one bitch. Now oil. This is coconut oil. Here. Same is here white. Different. Coconut oil. Why the country say Abranti Ghana here? We need a good leader who has that business acumen. Again, not only business. You see, in business, you have to be bold to take a risk. Anybody who does not take a risk is not going to make it. So as a nation, you have to have a bold leader who says, Adewe, yan krabim, yan yankasi yebeye waha. Yan tumi anton wa bruchira, yebedi yadi. What do you say?
Yeah.
Now, my display, Nioma Kakre 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the oil count cross 7.
And you know, hacks, your friends, fertilizer no count 8.
And what the rope no count 9. What the charcoal count 10.
See, employment at the Beman.
Yeah. Kubenkwa adi ebe ya the banchi. Eye Nioma baku 46.
Banchi.
Yeah. The banchi ya ethanol. Ethanol na am saying be ye bi o adakuru.
Adakuru no.
Eno ne de. Alcohol no a ukọ hospital a. Ye de wo. Na moja no ba omo de faso na astop. You can use corn ethanol. You can use cassava ethanol. You can use potato ethanol.
Nia ye ko yi ti o mo de fefe fa yi ti ni ade.
We are am kind spirit.
Nia ye banchi.
Yes. And a bro.
Nia ni enimi ye fufu konkonte.
Exactly. Gari
and open ye nim.
So all the same you man nyina be kan ho kura 46. You call Thailand, enyo display banchi. Idea here is some banchi idea biscuit, banchi idea tapioca. Just 32 different no more. A discover in say in 46. Now the good thing is I always tell Ghanaians a bro and a banchi are more important than gold.
A brony banchi no?
Of course.
And who here chen gold?
Of course.
Oh, honorable skakoko asem na wokan.
Skakoko, if you know what to do with cassava, on can say skakoko. You see this? This is corn oil. Yedi bronze ye anwa. Yedi broye ethanol 2. Yedi broye starch 3. Yedi broye flour 4. Yedi bro eye poultry feeds 5. Yedi bro eye cornflakes 6. Yedi bro eye corn frites. You say we na is here. What do you say? So many things. A bro to me nyoma baku 30. And so we yakra from Canada. Why? When I make delegates at Green Ambassador say, "Omumami opportunity to serve this country, and this is what they will get. We are going to produce most of the things we import by ourselves."
Honorable, and you say your mouth can wait me the banchi any a bro to galamsey as if we may.
Of course, you see, me two galamsey as here. Me making sure say I've given them alternative livelihood. I engage them na me no mu ka o mu tim ase se adwuma e wo ho pa e banchi indomie no a we na o mu di ye indomie we banchi we banchi ene aye ne say rice yeah so mu he ufi say rice but cassava we nyina o de gu nsuo mu a hot water 5 minutes na abin banchi
we nyina ebie
when say banchi ya malt beer Guinness brewery for we starch ni ya by product na eba nsuo no ne ayi no enso to ene ye de beer asana poultry feeds banchi ne hono no ene nsuo se wo de gu fa akusi ya won se ahye ewira no eye organic eyi a ye de be replace weedicide
weedicide Christ ama enwa nyina akọ
sesei abrochire Ghana form de bayere eko nyina omo eduru a gisa osmogo na omo hu o de bayere na omo agye nso yes easy because omo hu say weedicide no poisonous. Oh, I have witnessed it in New York, Hans Point, Ghana traders, customs at Geomunium, Asamo Motria, $5,000 transportation to go and burn the yam. Oh, yeah, in New York, Hans Point. So the new technology, we are going to use cassava, for weedicide. Makachiro sauti ya kurasia. Nka omu enra na mechi gari o yi hono na mechiro gari ni nsuo ana banchi ni nsuo
baby ya na omo hye sa gari ayi no wo no
banchi ni nsuo no de gu ho si ya wo nse ehye ewira na wo cassava leaves a very very medicinal na no kra de Central African Republic ni nyina even the francophones omu di cassava leaves
banchi na ha ban no
yes
yen ya ha ya de ma ye nwan wo
yeah how de omo ye ntise kontomre
ye duro
yeah so enti Ghana we need businessmen yes sir and not just any businessman or kwande kotobeto nko a yeah konkonte
kokonte ni ya na kono sa
yeah ma maybe o soga kope Emia Deck Enterprise send we see a package konkonte any bayire say menya customers 4 and I'm of America Ghanaian African markets 4 of them
Ghana ni no
yeah now no we jabba with chairman be sure dey no ka chem so ni ba ewo African market ewo America oso opibi ato and I'm the number man say on free yam flour. Wow. Ghana ni na e. When you have to identify them and support them. Sanya ombetimi ate ana cost be reduce ama omo so ate price no so. Ama omo tumi aton more. We yam flour alatafo omu di pounded yam. In
Techima crowd ko ha di bayere fufu pa.
Yeah, pounded yam. Meanwhile, I remember somewhere what Ghana honey said. Ghana, Dambai, Nkwanta North and South, Karachi East and West, in Chumuru, Noa TSC, Bandai, Wellensi, Bimbila, Yendi, Saboba, Tatale, Gushegu, Sa areas nina Eduya Bayire. Now what I saw was on my way from Yendi to Bimbila. Na me hu say ya paki bayire egu awiem abra we have a technology where you can store yam for 8 months insane
you bet ma store bayire no 8 months
I have that technology from Holland long time Kwashige's time
Bayre say o Ghana ha afibia
$380 million. Meanwhile, what you need are blowers. Who see warehouse kesiye. Now the blowers now it is air conditioning boho. But a bo tisenia Bayre ni fili tisenia a chef form still. To my in the levels. Say opese a blow ko this level or the Bayre ne dua no the boy. Say baby a we won near what form saying omo regulate adena a bossoro no bofo. That is how look what brochire pay potatoes. Only one season because winter won't mean we are ready. And so every day because they store potatoes for 8 months. I'm never back shop so if he said fresh. Yes. And we can store the yam. Now you release it as a when. What you say? Ebema constant or stable prices for the farmers.
Yeah.
Yani say omu tugu essay ne ka omu bo. This is yam chips. We Ghana for now. More Ghana for ma basu. We nyina Ghana for ma. Ahunchirenti they become creative. Na bayire we no. O the chef fridge mo see ya neti. Why can't we do this and store them? Near man $380 million. The machine for this is $20,000. Yeah. 20,000. A big crane. 20,000. Now you crack potato chips from a brochire and a restaurant. Omo the other year. Omo bar. Omo the kogu cold rooms. I know. Precisely. That is what I'm saying. When your rockets
yeah,
somewhere also who come somewhere.
yes.
A cold, a freezy.
Come.
A freezy.
Wow.
So these are basic things. That is why I'm saying that we have to get the basics right. Said the when you don't get the basics right. So, Ghana, I'm saying that we are not poor, we are rich. This is tomato juice.
Tomatoes, yeah.
Yeah, a ton of merco. Meanwhile, 5 northern regions, Bebia tomatoes, Rihanna essay, Oko Volta region, Akachi North, Agutime, and the rest, even Eastern region, Mprayoso, Abetifi, Omunina Yewi, tomatoes, na essay, na any Accra, tomato juice. Now, we are healthy. Any member na 40 and above. Who did tomatoes a shrink or prostate? When so a situation nimutino. Far better than orange juice, pineapple juice, cranberry, apple juice, and the rest. To anybody in chance our juices.
Okay.
There's not a single factory in Ghana. It me juice and a tomato paste.
It's a cranny na.
Yeah. Tomato paste. Emra isirim tomatoes so say na ye kra. Enti wo a wo fi se me se me ba ni we na me gu adwuma no wonte ase. Me nse wa adwuma wo. Me ma wa adwuma aye easy. Say ya the factory ni kosi north. Just by order. Me say free zones wo adwuma o order. Ne ye ko outside Ghana, ne ye wo Ghana o order. Na truck no deliver
the amount.
Far better than say if you na ukọ cranium man na we train 3 months na cost of 4 cz a man omo edi dwabra omo bre wo port no
Omo bre wo
enya sem keto
honorable we nyina wo keka nyina wo ka na wo ka northern region yenya yete say wo ka say
me the Ministry of Agric beko
Yes.
Because Sasia, a war 5 northern regions, the whole Ghana, except Volta region. But Volta region, and soon, they say 5 northern
regions. No.
But more disadvantage. Disadvantage, more a proximity to market. It should be a governmental, or take bold initiative to promote it. Investment over there. Why? Anytime I met to Quine Aquabruchibia, me Bogana who deuro, me marketing Ghana. Investors, we can do it here. Oh, wait, no market check it. Then they come back to me. Before I chose Volta region, but the Volta region and a northern region and a call for the ethanol. Because so how many hours will you take you from Volta region to the port? They say 1 hour, 45 minutes to 2 hours. How many hours will they take you from northern region to the port? They say 12 to 14 hours. The one no more choose Volta region because of the distance. So what you are saying. And because of the distance, you have to make conscious effort, say, Oma assassinate that one and go waste as it is now.
Okay.
Government policy. What you are saying?
Yeah.
You can cut it short. Because fortunately, northern regions are closer to Europe than Accra.
Okay.
So we can have cargo planes. Hangers no storage in Kwa. And cargo moves it. Because me call Burkina. Me hotel room. Me down the habitat boom boom. Boom boom. Ube fi say you too and yet you. Planes are air landing and Najono air for vegetables in a yako European market.
And they free Burkina.
Yes. Yes.
Ana yen yet here.
Because I must say, Yantuma, Omomti Brofo, Meko, IMF, Akoji loan. Yeah. Wait, and you kutio, and I seminar.
Wow.
Imported from Korea. Yeah. Tamale or Barbie or the Nkuto and I seminar.
Wow.
Share butter, Ashiba Company Limited. Benefit. These are the people makers they fall under the Asia miracle. So effort here we're making. The government has to come in and support it to grow the business and employ the youth. That is all I'm saying. It's not anything difficult. Say and support to there, forget it.
Me who be time I will call northern region no. Me who say paddy rice egu ho na wo mo e say paddy rice egu ho nyina no mfidi a ye de be so ho keke kra no e de ntiamo no ye ton na ho.
Yeah. Yeah, paddies. How much is share na tinti because machines in here.
Now, honorable, and near my war exhibit a tray ye crow ha, you bit my yawa any idea in ano. Ye wouldn't in now.
Eh, wait. Body, I had porridge.
Body cocoa.
Yeah, body cocoa. Wait, Ghana Niba, or your Bema, or a mine lower danger constituency. So you said they are all making effort, but almost finished product, no body. That's why we have to come in. Yes. Young boy back on Sobolo. But the Sobolo IT.
Ah.
Yeah. Mommy back on so the on certain package. So beautiful. Wait. Sobolo. Yes, sir, no packaging in there. This is the tea.
Wow.
When you Lipton, they are in never.
We couldn't.
This is all I'm saying. When no one else, mommy, we're a lecturer. Maybe I'm in a Bishiaka Jens, when you go concentrate away.
Onjai,
Of course. Because we will bet me a guma more than at the children.
And correct.
So, there are so many things we can do as a nation. But you need a leader. Or you bold. Because we have to start it. Niobia ye so you betimi aye. Sa anya sa de a o man no. Na bisi a ye bo. Ebi a ye bo bisi a de kotua ka. Ye de ka ne abo bisi a kotua. Ne ka no ye kese. What kind of country is this? When you now be gina na kan so o say wo party o kasado.
So o kan credo.
Yeah. Me hu tan ye ho Ghana ni nyina ni. MPP mpemfo bi a o mu mpemasem. Because I will tell you like it is. No mu tie mi so a nka enwe baby a ewie. Ben the two echi.
Honorable me hwe parky ene sa rubber no na we
container parks we. Me am company in the produce.
Oh really?
Yeah, me am produce. Sa sacks we. Oba, how do you design bar near Trama?
Yeah, Trama. Oh, okay.
When you know, a woman in an where mom dear, a petrochemical, you know, dear. But you bet me the Kube. Anna, boardier, sa carpet way away. You bet me the boardier, aye. Boardier stem. Aya twatwa na banana stem na aya twatwa
ye twa body ni free so ani sini na aya twatwa
ya twatwa ye de carpet we ye de ye we
wow
itimi de ye fugu ahoma no so many things
it's not just ye no ye ni na ma ye ho so
we nyina
body
yeah body
wow
yankopon ahira Ghana papa da bia yesu hia mesre delegate omunye madon no mu hwe ne amesumetimi me my role model is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Fura na ba President Kufuor yeah na me ni se omuma me chance Kwame Nkrumah di 9 years ne ye nyomo ye me di 8 years be beating record
8 years.
Maybe it's Nkrumah record.
Kwame na befaso.
Very simple. First, me 100 days, I'm going to conscientize Ghanaians of their mindset. Let's love our country. We have to be patriotic. We have to be honest to ourselves. We have to be disciplined with time and everything. And if we believe in this PhD, sky is the limit. Because Ghanaians are very intelligent. We can do things. If you love your country, good to say, some people, when they get the opportunity, they amass wealth at the expense of the poor people or the country. I mean, that's wrong. Many young billionaire be na kasa. Problem about corruption. No near you. Question was there. Who says maybe I want corruption? Corruption. But more Africans, you know, I do business in a lot of African countries. Problem Africa for one say, Sabian year 10. Instead say obedi 1, no the 9 among state, you know, odi 9 and not the 1 among. Oma bro from corruption odi 1, no the 9 among state.
At least why you be a more man.
Exactly. Timeno corruption mean no edibi. Mini and wedi. Yafe na mbefre the back Kenneth kwa minister no ma wajuma. Odi mi din koya ono a we okura ni din ni ma ozo kura mesa Jeffrey ni sem.
Se odi udi kopa adwuma koya.
Of course, maji adwuma. Are oti oye adwuma. Nti odi di machi oye na adwin se de be me ho akobule ministers ni a will kura ne ne din wo kura maji David, I love my country. Yeah, yanyene say nye. Na say obi a hu say me bakura me man chance na wo a wotin nchen. Ah, there be me you adi.
Honorable ye be so
ya yidie gagu na chwatum.
Uyi na di no asa ache na.
Yes. Me do batum. Enti no mu mpese me ba no de ene omu nyai.
Ba so de obeba.
Yeah.
Ko be bia ne ma du ni.
Ya nyene sa Ghana enkoyi.
Now honorable ye sorry so ma yan kakra about tourism. What the kind aka say opese the center of the world. Yeah. Ghana hano. We see hotel.
Ghana is the center of the world. We have to make noise about Ghana. Talking about Ghana, promoting Ghana, marketing Ghana. Bibia Ghana is the center of the world. And can we advertise so? So I'm going to build a hotel as a landmark in the middle of the sea. Now, okay, Ghana for any say, okay, Dubai. You see, hotel 7-star. It won't see. Fortunately, Nipa will see our hotel minimum of Jordan or Jordania. Me did not Ghana happen.
Ah, what na ba Ghana?
Yes. Now, if you say me drama no keke ana. Me did not ba ya kotema. What he saw and he said, baby, nautical miles remove the any wachiri, but we'll give it as a symbol.
Okay.
What he said, Ghana near the center of it. Now, baby, ubenya sa center of the world. Temaport no, ebloko. So omuvuko. Echo Jehovah Witness ne maritime school no eho no the hotel no ABC ye ba no tie ofi say me di true na mani mre me invite na obai enna okachi am say oko Harvard na I didn't know na the classmate ewa ha
ewa Ghana ha
yeah only B5 India Nina or yes steel plant. I a friend B5, the classmate.
Wow.
The many B5, anyone no, any a call Santoku, Villaggio, restaurant, Ecodi Dia, a bon common. Ah, semi winnie ya, and ya started at that.
It is ordinary by 2023 no.
Yes. And I may walk. Businessmen are ready to build or partner Ghanaians to do it. Yes. I just don't talk.
Because
of course. Now, a 7-star hotel. Now, everything you see is gold. We took a bottle of wine, $13,000.
Hey.
Yes. Now, person ye businessman be sure. No more trust him. This African knows what time it is. You see, most Africans sell themselves cheap when they see the white men. Sir, near one culture, ye the num and the num. India ni no buy or a billionaire. But I buy me man a Bentley, me man a Maybach, me man a S-class. And focus and a Lincoln Navigator. Signing in an over. Or inviting me to Dubai. The Kwana Juntine late. Adia chain also the Rolls Royce. Abisio. Driver account. Throughout days now idea. Why? Because Oba no a call restaurant Kodidia. No person did matem. Only matem did you or no betriaka. How? You are in Ghana? How? No. What do you say? Me take you over. Ghana ni bi or uncle fu say Papa no what is or ye billionaire no and no. But we are yeah, they don't get impressed with you. What do you say? Yeah. One day, sa hotel on friends say, hotel Ocean restaurant na call Ocean something. Yeah. I bought a bottle of wine for $13,000.
Wonderful.
One of them said, this is a different Ghanaian. That's why they believe me and ready to do business. Right? Back up, I call steel plant. Ekwa wojina no bi sam so. Nti I had loans say na oji out there. I said, I did everything all cash. I said, what? Or maybe nyem billionaire. Or no billionaire. I said, how? You mean you built this yourself without bank support? I said, yes. I said, how much shares will you give me? I want to buy shares right there. Confidence. Last week, my general manager back frame said on team income. So I can't bear 6 weeks, I can't bear 7 weeks that time. We are bani atnasi. What do I say? The almost share new maybe 1 year.
Okay.
And now homo I believe in
because no money near GDS or the sika ba wundi ni sika.
Exactly.
And
they check your profile. Sanka haya maybe. What check me profile oni mi bibia. Na questions obe putu. Udi trope. Ufri wa no man mark you. They are not ready to do it. Because what check you bibia. They me truth pays, honesty pays. Me misika durani no kuredie. Emma ubia. Enna. Me arrogant. But me confident. Ghanaian businessmen bebre omunya partners abrofo a no mo chipping omu so low bibia say me ko ne krom na onim me ko ne krom there be akwa ne ye me small wo Dubai so oba ha mu o mo hihye shorts ni jeans bia o mo de betwa mu ko the confio wo Emirates Heights I say Emirates Hills. I say Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Na Ghana fontie ni ye. Sorry say brofu. President of Billionaires Association. Ni fie. Yakwa de body ahaban. And I plate.
Body ahaban.
Yes.
Said ya you didn't know for me.
Yes. Sikani no fie yakotna wa invite me to lunch. Me ne me yakwa banana leaves or plantain leaves. And you serve what be an kakrani de atoso fish kakrani de atoso meat kakrani vegetables. Yeah. Garen you be banana di kontomire we don't say di kontomire kra we krasi. Onu a owo nano young man na gugu ya na 80 something. Na me because you call me office already me who 78 companies. But see here or the bia kan ho a o say 81 as 82. Na ye didi wo body haba. Na omo de omo nsa. O say omo top star bi and we invite in. Ono so ba ya o serve on ho a o de nsa. Wow. What you say? Asikafo do. And so Ghana and ko we yasa omunti bi da.
All right.
I don't sell myself cheap to them. But I make sure say my honest and decent. Yeah, na build the confidence that
okay.
This guy Aries wanted to enter Ghanaian market or our economy, looking for a partner, a young Ghanaian, and a Debrem say the only honest businessman or trust Ohene Agyapong. Good. That day near war, UPSC, Nansaya UPSC. Me one your mommy message say, oh billionaire be say social. Hey, one name social billionaire. Okay. Now say the following day. Ko share one. Obano no me 80. The buy. I'm doing call breakfast. Ye kasa ye. who said boy no or introduce me ma was struggling. I said bro no so ti enioma pia was oye ni na wanam ka chense okoje onomuda shada ho.
Okay.
See, Omoko high in the cars trying to impress them. Now it's a crash over Boca. I have the Bentley, have the Maybach, have S-Class, have the Lincoln. You guys come and take it. Gave them drivers. And a BBIA free. What am I doing here? And Mra, ye did you what Papa no fee. Ye we na only a trap picture. Ye didn't. And or suma driver no to take us to the company headquarters. Ono this time otifie and o manage bibia. But no person yakwohwe adwuma mu ho. Na wo kwa Ghana ye waste space papa. Oh, engineers ni ITs no cubicles, be a laptop. Esi on here. Na ye bedru ho no. Picture na o twa ye onifie o. Ye do on bo ni head office denim. Aries, welcome Honorable Ken and Mrs. Christina Agyapong.
Just we try picture now or the aye BBS.
Oh yes. Nobody call studio. Ni omsi ebe ye bi wa. Yebe gina ayi technology ni say you be teaching people teacher ni ho. Ti say na wo movie. Yebe an say movie theater. So into ba me say or tell me respiratory system. I don't know the example. The upper, mid, and lower lungs. How it works. In his household.
Yeah.
And why studio. Oh, they say, oh, chere. You know, see, I'm for hard the first. Ghana universities. Or say, say, no more India because say, hotel, classroom, na a theater, na studio. You pay attention more than say, students in it was away disturb where you say waha. This is what movie. This is what movie. Oh yeah, that's the system.
Wow.
I know can sit here. Also, we start with the studio. Obet me 50 an hour. Every 1 hour be
wow.
So near my course, I really want to change Ghana if Ghanaians will give me opportunity.
Honorable, what the kind aka wonsem nyina e de akere Ghana fo ene omo aka nyina obia ehwe na me pese ohwe camera nim na woni delegate edi nkomo 5 minutes na afei yedi nkra wona sikwan so
yo nia mekani se delegate enya gidie wo mu se me ba enipa wo wiase a woni munyam ani wo dwuma so oni adwuma oni animunyam e wo fie nti medie the day me nka se me mma bi efi se be fa car ne dia bane mema obi a bi die be mom ebi no mayo magi so ye be bo sikatuo na wakoto abama no sa ideas ya me wo eni nioma me wo ne it's not just in a blind man's world when one eye man is a king. Maybe all the eyes see, and I'm telling you what the two eyes are doing. Nti omunya gidie wo mu se me ba me de nyuma permanent jobs every month you see money. Cause now we are kotu ye idea hunuhuna any sika ye nyina. Ye ko opposition se sika woje wadi awi. Say ye adwuma enam de ma wa nkene uda ho ye adwuma. And the good thing is in Koma businesses are making. I'm talking of private sector, not government, police, immigration, fire service. It be fine. But I want to build the private sector. Bet me employ Ghanaian youth especially permanently. Inti delegates, munya didiye wo mu say, for the first time a businessman is also contesting. Let's give a businessman a shot. And see, say, ono so betimi aya. Me call rounds me ka. Say me ntimi anya, dede am ye nyina 4 years muntu ntia me.
Yempo ye betena ha na yakam bibia.
Yeah, muntu ntia me. Na so mo to mame a as flag bearer, I'll beat any NDC candidate hands down.
Honorable 2024 elections so share a year woman na anya de ketua wow party mu nipa 2.1 million anto aba ubetimi akomu nyina aba back
metimi de omu nyina aba back. I'm loved by Ghanaians. Na ye call rounds e wo wiase a aya ye papa obenye hu akatua na ente say be a politics papa wo ye politics papa wo ye kura de you become an enemy to them because obi a mebo an kura oya ida bia wo hu me watch ya me so watch we mi obi it's a competition meanwhile won so kura na adam barandem you see
yeah
asem na me ga kire no
ase
so such a there emwa enti all I'm saying is Ghana ebe year let's vote for a man who has devoted himself to help mankind. Koye ko round testimony a man for ma.
Yeah.
Enra ana enra so bi ma bi. Of that form say menam tua the bus school fees anya sa enka ne graduate ni fee.
Wow.
I just you call Ablekuma North. Abayewa bi so be gina ho ebu kotodwe o se one of the girls because for mu free Lebanon eba ye call Tom Katamanso obi mami onoso ni ba medical school just everywhere, and these are delegates themselves.
Okay.
All other candidates na come on one ana mo show mu videos nhwe say obi akoba bi e manipa bi po abegina ho e dia dance afa ne papa yo ho ana
yenya hu bi.
Yes, enti Ghana for enuama amaye wo 37 confanochi even year call rounds equal. Donations are making to hospitals. Candidate ben na all kwa all green Ghana for ho ayare for say me ko na makoche wo mu enuro yemfa moa ayi. What be ben?
Amomo de bebo siketuo.
Right. But me so me de me enu na Ghana for ready to vote for me.
Yeah.
Komu ni mse makuma mu ye. Na obi a wakuma mu ye a wopese wo nu adi ye no. Wo ba ye o man ye ene wadi ye.
All right.
Enti mesre delegate. Monya kokuduro. Sabre ehunahuna ni ho. President ni ho. Vice president ni ho. Minister ni ho. MC ni ho. Ti se obi a nyo obi a. Enti montie ni Ghana for kan. Ghana ukwa sorry dem kwesi ada Kennedy Agyapong. Oti trotrom Kennedy Agyapong. Oti basim Kennedy Agyapong. Ukwa bar boys Kennedy Agyapong. Ukwa saloon girls Kennedy Agyapong. Everywhere you go, Ghanaians, I'm the only luckiest politician. Maba se me be contest Ghana for ankasa epa me party for chose. Yes remo mumfa Kennedy Agyapong mra ne beto am.
Okay.
Enti delegate 31st January ukwa we de anyame adom esoro
number 1
men si utrasi baby abi number 1 and we ase on the super, but I believe in them. Okay. They know I stand for them. I'm with them. Enti no nyame so beshe ni hwan nyam.
All right. Honorable ma yanda wase se o busy schedules ni nyina no wutimi enya abre ede ema enti ukwe ubefa wota no na yasan de adinkra
na
ai nti
radio me who be that Jesus Ken City
enti eno aye Honorable Kennedy Agyapong ana yene no edi enkomo ewa ha abusuan se wo ye delegate a waka ni nyina edi akyerew se bra wo bra nyina se de be ya wo delegate onsu betimi anya adwuma aye eno antia enye bibi ana wo pe because baby a wadru sese no anka owo enough ai betimi ahwe no ma se de be ya wo delegate onsu abrabo be ko yi ntia